How's it going, YouTube? It's FuzzyXYZ here. Now today I'm going to kind of bring you the start of a new segment that's going to be on my channel now, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I wanted to get my prophecy deck finished and out of the way, and now that's complete and I've finally got all the cards for the build and everything like that, and I find that it's the best that it can be with just a few tweaks here and there. I've decided to do a help me build it slash budget build deck challenge. Basically, if I think of a deck idea or a deck concept, I'm basically going to take that deck, try and improve it, try and get it to the best standard possible, obviously as cheaply as possible as well. So for all you players out there who don't always follow the meta or just can't particularly afford to build the high ranking decks, because obviously the prices that nowadays go through the absolute roof, then I thought I'd bring you this for the kind of people who want to play casually or want to build a simple deck, which is a good idea, that can actually compete with some of the meta decks. Now, as you can see here, I have Reaper and Destroyer Prophecy. Basically, that is one deck that I've actually been working on alongside building my High Priestess version. So I will be doing actually two deck profiles of Reaper. I'll be doing one that is basically alongside Priestess, so it is really competitive. It's a bit more expensive, obviously because it has the judgments and the towers and everything like that. But then I'm also going to do a budget build. So for a lot of budget players out there who actually want to play Prophecy, who can't afford the judgments, this, that and the other, but can afford a majority of the cards. Obviously Reaper and Destroyer are a lot cheaper than what Priestess are, so I will be doing that one. And another deck idea that I came up with was a Kuriboh deck. Now, I've always been a fan of Chaos decks throughout when I've played Yu-Gi-Oh! I've built a couple of anti-meta Chaos decks. I built Twilight back in the day, this, that and the other. And one deck that I thought could really use a Chaos engine would actually be Kuriboh. As you can see here, you have your Kuriboh, Wind Kuriboh, both light and dark targets, and the flute of summoning Kuriboh. So it's a pretty cool deck idea and deck concepts, and basically I want you to help me build it. I'd like your feedback on decks such as this. If you have any ideas for deck concepts that you've been toying around with, that you might need help with, or you want me to build a version of your deck, how I'd personally run it, then PM me a deck idea or something like that. Like I said, these two are two that I'm going to start off with. So the first thing that I'll ask of you is if you actually have any deck ideas for both of these, any tech choices, this, that and the other. If you've built maybe a Reaper deck or a deck revolving around Kuriboh, then PM me. I'd love to see your deck ideas, your advice, this, that and the other. I'd love for you to do that. So either comment me, pin me on YouTube, or my Facebook is linked on my YouTube channel, so you can add me and talk to me on there. I don't mind. I'm free most of the time. So yeah, like I said, these are the two that I'm going to start off with. I've also thought of some more that I'm going to do as like a budget build, decks that are definitely below £50, with the exception of a couple of extra deck cards here and now. Obviously some of my cards might be holo rarity or stuff like that, but obviously you can get them in common reprints and everything like that. Like I said, I've just picked up common Kuribohs, common flutes. Obviously you can get them in high rarity. That's why I wanted to do this segment now, because obviously the expensive stuff is out of the way with Prophecy deck. Don't worry, I'm still playing that. It's just that I kind of like to build really cheap fun decks for when you're not playing in big events. So obviously I have Prophecy already built, and now I can actually concentrate on doing this. It's something that I love to do. I love to build budget decks that can actually compete with the meta, and hopefully some of you less experienced players, or people who just, like I said, generally cannot afford the top tier decks like Dragons or Prophecy, can actually build decks like these. And like I said, I'll try and improve on the deck, try and think of different ideas, and hopefully these can actually contend with the big boys. So that is just kind of like the introduction to this new segment. Like I said, these are the two that I'm going to be starting with. And like I've said, if you have any deck ideas, or you have any ideas on these two decks, already, then like I said, please PM me wherever, Facebook, etc. And that's basically it, guys. So hopefully I'm going to be like bringing maybe one of these out like once a week. Obviously I have to go out and find the cards and maybe put a little bit of money into it, and obviously buy the cards off eBay or try and trade for these cards as well. Also, if you have some of these cards and you want to trade me, then that would be a huge help. Like I said, most of this stuff is generally commons and rares, so it shouldn't be that hard to find. Other than that, guys, like I said, please PM me. Please sum up this video, please subscribe to my channel, and see you later, YouTube.